They say you can map every inch of this country, but I know that's a lie. There are places that refuse to be found, and I stumbled into one of them. I've been a ranger here since before most of these new recruits were born.
I know these mountains like the back of my weathered hand.
That year, we'd been seeing an uptick in unauthorized trail cutting deep in the northern sector. These weren't just deer paths. They were deliberate, if primitive, attempts to carve new access points. The first real unease began when the animal signs vanished. The silence was the kind that hums, a pressure in your ears.
Then I started finding the markers.
They were easy to miss, designed to blend in, to look like natural anomalies.
The feeling of being watched solidified from an intuition into a certainty.
I never saw anything in my periphery, but the air was thick with unseen eyes.
The path eventually led me to a narrow, hidden defile, almost invisible from a distance.
Every instinct screamed at me to turn back, but I had to know.
The tunnel opened into a small, sheltered valley, completely encircled by towering, ancient peaks. And in the center of that valley, nestled among the trees, was a village. I crouched low, hidden by the edge of the forest, my heart hammering against my ribs.
It was a place of quiet industry, with figures moving between the huts.
A swirling, inky darkness seemed to peel away from their back, hovering for a moment like a wisp of smoke.
I pressed myself deeper into the foliage, my breath catching in my throat.
I watched for hours, completely transfixed.
The shadows were everywhere, slipping from the huts and sliding along the ground. They moved with a slow, deliberate grace, like currents in a dark river. As the sun dipped low, the air grew colder. A strange, resonant hum started to fill the valley. It wasn't a sound from voices, but a vibration from the earth itself.
Then, a figure emerged from the largest hut.
They were taller than the others, with a bearing that spoke of immense age.
As they stepped into the vortex, the darkness seemed to part for them.
The elder raised their hands, and a massive shadow detached from them.
It rose like a column of smoke, twisting and writhing.
I finally understood. They weren't just parts of the people. They were a collective.
And then the elder looked directly at me.
There was no anger, no fear, just a profound, ancient knowing.
They held my gaze for a long moment, a silent message passing between us. A cold dread washed over me. I was an intruder in a sacred space, a witness to a truth that would unravel my reality. I knew if I stayed, I wouldn't leave. Slowly, I began to back away. I didn't run. I couldn't. Every muscle screamed at me to bolt, but I forced myself to move with agonizing slowness. When I finally emerged, the forest felt different. It was no longer just trees. It was a living, breathing entity. I hiked through the night, pushing myself past exhaustion. When I saw the signal bars flicker, I finally collapsed.
That metallic tang of that place still clung to my senses.
I knew I had to report it, but I also knew I had to keep the truth a secret. I made my report, but I left out the shadows. I marked the area as a sensitive zone, effectively sealing it off. I'm still a ranger, but now I'm the guardian of a secret that must never be disturbed. I still patrol these woods every single day.
The mountains look the same, but they feel different now.
Sometimes I catch a flicker in the corner of my eye, a wisp of darkness slipping behind a boulder. I just pretend I don't see it. The silence here is different now. It's like the whole forest is holding its breath. I marked this whole area off limits. Nobody goes in there anymore. The mountain still holds its secrets, and I'm the one who has to keep them. It's good to be back home. Even if home feels a little different these days.
Sometimes I wonder if I imagined it all.
But then I see the shadows move.
My radio is my only connection to the world.
But out there, it doesn't mean a thing.
I know what's out there, and I'm the only one who can keep it hidden. We're not alone out here. And sometimes the best thing we can do is just leave it alone. I keep finding these little things.
They're not just random knots.
Someone's been marking the path. It's like they're guiding me deeper. The silence here is just wrong.
It's like the whole forest is holding its breath.
This isn't something you find in nature. The edges are way too perfect.
I'm definitely not alone out here.
These marks, they're like a language. I've never seen anything like this. I can feel eyes on me right now.
Radio's dead. Just static. I'm on my own now.
Whatever's ahead, I've got to see.
Every instinct is telling me to turn back, but I have to know. I'm going in.
What in the world is this? It's like stepping back in time. This shouldn't be here. They're just going about their day.
Like they've been here forever.
They don't even look like they're from around here. Did I just see that? It's like a shadow, but it's moving on its own.
That's not possible.
They're everywhere. They're not just shadows.
What have I stumbled into? I watched a child sitting there, carving wood like it was nothing.
Then a wisp of darkness just peeled right off their back. It drifted to a post, and the kid didn't even blink.
The sun started dipping, and the whole valley got cold. Then this deep, low hum started vibrating right through the ground.
The shadows were getting restless, swirling around like they were waking up. An elder stepped out of the biggest hut, looking like they'd seen 1,000 years. They walked right into that swirling mess of shadows.
The darkness just opened up for them, like it was waving.
The elder raised their hands, and this massive shadow just rose up like smoke. It was twisting and reaching out to all the other shadows. I finally got it. They weren't just people, they were all connected. Then the elder just looked right at me. It felt like they were staring straight into my soul. There was no anger, just this heavy feeling that I didn't belong.
A cold dread hit me, and I knew I had to get out of there.
My radio and my gun felt like toys in this place. I was an intruder, and this place wasn't going to let me stay.
I started backing away, moving slow as I could.
I didn't want to snap a single twig and give myself away.
Every muscle in my body was screaming to just bolt. The shadows were everywhere, even in the trees around me.
I could feel cold air pressing against my back like a whisper.
I just kept moving, praying I'd make it back to the path.
I hiked all night, just pushing until I couldn't anymore.
When I saw the signal bars on my radio, I just collapsed. A metallic smell was still stuck in my nose, like a bad memory.
I made my report, but I left out the part about the shadows. I marked the area as sensitive, just to keep people away.
I lied for them, to keep that secret buried where it belongs. I still patrol the Bitterroot, but the woods feel different now. Every tree feels like it's watching me, holding on to secrets I'm not meant to know.
I see shadows differently now, especially when the sun starts to dip.
Sometimes I'd catch a flicker, a movement just out of the corner of my eye. It's just a wisp of darkness detaching from the bark like smoke. I pretend not to see it, and I just keep walking. The mountain still holds its secrets, and I'm the one who has to keep them. I'm the reluctant guardian of something that was never meant to be found.
Some truths just aren't meant to be known, and some places aren't meant to be found.
My job now is to protect us from what lurks in the deepest, unseen heart of these woods. We're not alone out here, and that's a fact I've had to learn the hard way. Sometimes, the best thing we can do is just leave certain places untouched. Unseen, forever. That's how it has to stay. I'll keep walking these ridges, making sure the world stays on the right side of the line. It's a heavy burden, but it's mine to carry. I've learned that some things are better left in the shadows. The sun's going down, and the woods are getting quiet again. I'll be back out here tomorrow, just like I always am. Some things are meant to stay hidden, and I'm the one who's going to make sure they do. I'm Elias Vance, and this is my mountain. I stood there for a long moment, just looking back. The forest didn't give anything away, but I knew what was hidden in there.
It was time to get back to the real world.
I pulled out my radio, hoping for a signal.
The static finally started to clear up.
I had to make it sound like just another day on the job.
I told them I found a sensitive zone that needed protection.
I kept my voice steady, like I was just reading a standard report.
They didn't need to know what I'd actually seen.
I clipped the radio back on and started the long walk home.
The forest felt different now, like it was holding its breath. I was just a visitor here, and I finally understood that. The shadows were everywhere, stretching out across the ground. I remembered how they moved, like they were alive. I kept my eyes forward. Just keep walking, Elias. I stopped at the stream to wash the dust off. The water was freezing, but it helped me clear my head. I looked at my reflection, and I didn't recognize the man staring back. The wind in the trees sounded different now. It wasn't just noise. It was like it was trying to tell me something. I was the guardian of this place, and I had to keep it safe.
I set up a small fire as the sun went down.
The light from the flames made the trees look like they were dancing. It was quiet, and for the first time in a while, I felt at peace. I kept thinking about the elder's eyes. I knew I'd never forget what I saw in that valley, but I also knew I'd never tell a soul. The fire was dying down, and I was ready to sleep. I'm the guardian of this place now, and that's enough for me. Some secrets are just meant to stay hidden forever. The morning light finally breaks through the thick canopy. My body feels every bit of that long, cold night. I'm heading back to the station now. The woods feel different, like they're watching me leave. Everything I found is just gone now. It's like the forest is erasing its own tracks. This place is still beautiful, no matter what I saw. But it's a beauty that hides a lot of secrets. They have no idea what's really out here. I just hope they never find out. Back at the station, finally. It's quiet here, but it doesn't feel the same. I'm marking this whole area off limits. No one needs to go back there. It's a lie, but it's the right thing to do. I'll keep their secret no matter what. They're still out there, living their lives. And they'll stay that way, as long as I'm here. I'm ready for whatever comes next. The Bitterroot will always have its secrets. I still walk these ridges every single day, but the woods feel different now, like they're holding their breath. Sometimes, especially at dusk, I catch a flicker in the corner of my eye. Just a wisp of darkness slipping behind a boulder. I pretend I don't see it. I just look away, and I keep walking. The mountain still holds its secrets, and I'm the one who has to keep them. Some truths just aren't meant to be known. Some places are better left alone. My job isn't just to protect the forest from us. It's to protect us from what's lurking in its heart. We're not alone out here, and that's something I'll never forget. Sometimes the best thing we can do is just leave it alone. Keep it untouched, unseen, forever. It's the only way.
The forest keeps its secrets.
And I'll keep 'em too.
I sit here in the quiet, staring at the map.
The lines I drew are just a lie to keep people away.
It's a heavy secret, but it's the only way to keep them safe.
I still see that elder's eyes when I close my own.
There was no anger, just a deep, ancient knowing.
I was an intruder, and they knew it the whole time. Those shadows, they weren't just tricks of the light.
They moved like they were alive, like they were part of the people.
I wonder if they're still out there, dancing in the dark.
The forest feels different now, like it's watching me back.
I'm not just a ranger anymore. I'm a guardian.
I've got to keep this secret safe, no matter what.
My gear feels different now, like it's not enough.
I've been doing this for 30 years, but this is new. Time to head back out there and keep the secret.
The morning air is cold, but it feels right. I'm back on the trail, watching for anything that's out of place. Every step I take is a promise to keep the secret.
It's a beautiful place, but it's got secrets. I've got a lot of respect for what's hidden in there.
It's not just a forest. It's a whole other world.
I'm the only one who knows what's really out here.
I'll keep watching, even if no one else ever knows.
It's my job to make sure this stays hidden. There it is again, just a flicker in the trees. I'm not gonna look. I'm just gonna keep walking. Some things are better left unseen, and I know that now. The forest keeps its secrets, and I'll keep mine.
We're not alone out here, and that's okay.
Sometimes the best thing we can do is just leave it alone.
I stand here looking out at the northern peaks.
Somewhere deep in that wilderness is the valley I found. The secret I carry feels heavier every single day.
I check my radio, even though I know it's useless out here.
It's just a reminder of the life I've chosen. I let out a long sigh, and the wind just swallows it up. I prefer to stay off the main trails. It's quieter out here, and I can keep my own counsel. Every step I take is careful, like I've been doing for years. I stop to look at the trees, but not for the usual reasons. I'm searching for something else now, something that doesn't belong. I can feel the forest watching me right back. The silence out here is different. It actually hums. It's like the whole forest is holding its breath. That absence of life, it tells me I'm getting close. I found another one of those stone markers. I don't touch them, I just leave them be. It's a sign that I'm still being watched. I take a quick break to catch my breath. The forest feels like it's leaning in, watching me. I carry this secret, and it's a heavy burden. I've got a long way to go there, but I'm committed to this. I have to be. I'm the one who makes sure these secrets stay hidden. The sun's going down, and the forest is changing.
I can feel the shadows waking up again.
I don't look back, I just keep moving forward. I'm finally back at the edge of the woods. I take one last look at the forest behind me. It's a mystery, and I'm the one who keeps it safe. The air here is different. Colder. It carries that same metallic tang I found weeks ago.
I'm standing right at the threshold.
Every instinct is screaming at me to turn back. But I have to know what's in there. I'm pushing forward into the dark. I can't believe what I'm seeing. It's a village hidden away in this bowl. It looks like it's been here for centuries. My heart is pounding in my chest. They're moving around like it's just another day. Everything they do feels so deliberate. I've never seen faces like these before. They look so calm, almost serene. It's like they don't even know I'm here. Wait, did I just see that? A shadow just detached from them. I must be losing my mind.
It's happening again, right in front of me. That shadow is moving on its own.
The kid doesn't even seem to care.
They aren't just shadows. They're moving with their own gravity. This is something I can't explain.
I've been watching them for hours. They're everywhere, moving like currents in a river. It's like a silent, intricate dance.
The sun is going down.
Do you hear that hum?
It's like the earth itself is vibrating.
The hum was getting louder, vibrating right through the soles of my boots.
It wasn't just a sound. It was a physical force. Like the earth itself was waking up.
I watched, paralyzed, as those shadows swirled into a massive dark vortex.
Then a figure stepped out from the biggest hut.
They moved with this strange, heavy authority, like they owned the very air. The shadows just parted for them, like they were bowing down.
The elder raised their hands, and a massive shadow peeled right off them. It rose up like a column of smoke, twisting and reaching out to the others.
It was like they were all connected. One big, living thing. Then, the elder looked right at me.
I felt those eyes staring straight into my soul, even from across the valley.
There wasn't any anger, just this heavy, ancient knowing.
Cold dread hit me, like a bucket of ice wire. I knew if I stayed, I wouldn't be leaving. My radio, my gun, all of it was useless here. I started backing away, moving slow as I could. Every muscle in my body was screaming at me to run, but I couldn't. I had to be careful. One wrong step and I was done for. I could feel them all around me, like cold air pressing against my back. The hum followed me, vibrating deep inside my bones. I didn't stop until I was well away from that place. I hiked all night, just pushing myself until I couldn't anymore. When I finally saw a signal on my radio, I just collapsed. That metallic smell was still stuck in my nose, like a bad memory. I made my report, but I left out the shadows. If I told them the truth, they'd think I'd lost my mind. I just marked it as a sensitive zone and closed it off for good. I still patrol these woods, but they don't feel the same anymore. Sometimes I see a flicker in the corner of my eye, and I just look away. Some places are just meant to stay unseen, and I'm here to make sure they do. I still walk these ridges every single day. The forest looks the same, but it feels different now. Every shadow seems to hold a secret I'm not supposed to know. Sometimes I catch a flicker out of the corner of my eye, a wisp of darkness slipping behind a boulder. I just pretend I don't see it and keep walking. The mountain still holds its secrets, and I'm the one who has to keep them. I'm the reluctant guardian of this place now. Some truths just aren't meant to be known. My job isn't just to protect the forest from us. It's to protect us from what's lurking in its heart. We aren't alone out here. There's something ancient living in these woods. And sometimes, the best thing we can do is just leave it alone.
I'll never go back to that valley.
But I'll never forget what I saw there. It changed everything I thought I knew. The forest feels different now. It's like it's breathing with me. I'm part of it now in a way I never was before. Some places are meant to stay unseen. And that's okay. Some things are better left in the dark. I'll keep patrolling these woods. I'll keep watching over the secrets. And I'll keep the world safe from what's hidden here. Forever. Unseen. Untouched. I finally made it back to the station. The cabin looks the same, but everything feels different now. The cabin's quiet, but my mind's still out there. I look at the map and see the lie I've written. Coffee helps, but it doesn't wash away the memory. That metallic taste is still there,
lingering in the back of my throat.
Out there, the forest is hiding everything. Am I really the guardian? Or am I just another secret?
I have to write this down, but I can't say everything.
One wrong word and the whole thing falls apart.
That's it then. The secret is safe.
I'm the only one who knows, and that's how it's gonna stay. I'm exhausted, but my mind won't shut off. Every time I close my eyes, I'm back in that valley. Another day, another patrol. The forest is waiting, and I've got a job to do.
Radio's working, gear's ready.
Time to head back out into the wild. I'll keep the secret, no matter what.
The Bitterroot is my home, and I'll protect it forever.
I keep coming back to these woods, even when I know I shouldn't. Every step feels like I'm walking on a razor's edge. The forest is quiet, but it's a heavy, watchful kind of silence.
There it is, just like I remembered.
A simple stack of stones, but it means everything. I'm the only one who knows what this really is.
Still nothing but static on the radio.
It's like this place just swallows the signal whole.
I'm on my own out here, just like always.
The air's getting colder. I can feel it in my bones.
That metallic taste is back, like rain on hot rock.
Every instinct I have is screaming at me to turn around. It's like stepping into another world entirely. The hum is already starting. I can feel it in my chest. There it is, hidden away from everything else. They move like they're part of the landscape itself. Wait, did I just see that shadow move on its own? My eyes have to be playing tricks on me. The hum is getting louder. It's vibrating right through me. Look at them. They're all coming together in the center. This isn't just a village. It's something else entirely. That must be the one in charge, the elder. They aren't controlling the shadows. They're part of them. It's like they're all connected by some invisible thread. They see me. They've known I was here the whole time. There's no anger in their eyes, just a deep, ancient warning. I'm not supposed to be here. I'm an intruder. I have to leave slowly and carefully. If I run, I might never make it out of here. I'm just a guest here, and I've overstayed my welcome. I didn't run, even though every part of me wanted to. I had to move slow, like I was walking on eggshells. The forest felt like it was watching my every single move. The air felt cold, like something was pushing me along. That hum was still rattling around inside my chest. I just kept my eyes forward and didn't look back. I hiked through the night, not stopping for anything. Every little sound in the woods felt like a warning. I was completely wiped out, but I couldn't stop. When the sun finally came up, I just collapsed. I was gasping for air, my lungs burning. I grabbed my radio, hoping for a signal. The radio finally caught a signal, thank God. I just sat there, listening to the static fade away. The metallic taste in my mouth started to go away. I sat at my desk, staring at the blank report. I knew I couldn't write down what I really saw. I just wrote about the trails and the markers. I marked the area off limits on the map. It was a lie, but I had to do it. I couldn't let them find that place. Things went back to normal, but I was different. I still walk the same ridges every single day. But now, I know what's really out there. Sometimes I see things just out of the corner of my eye. I just look away and keep on walking. It's the only way to keep things the way they are. I'm the guardian of this place now, I guess. Some things are just better left alone, unseen. I'll keep the secret for as long as I can. I stand out here on the ridge, looking over the valley. The wind's cold, but it's nothing compared to what I'm holding inside. My radio's always there, but it doesn't help much anymore. It's just a reminder of the world I'm supposed to be protecting.
Every step I take feels heavier than the last.
The forest is watching. I can feel it in my bones.
These trees have seen more than I ever will.
They keep their secrets, and I guess I'm learning to do the same.
There it is again, just a flicker in the corner of my eye.
Don't look, Elias. Just keep walking.
I'm the guardian now, whether I like it or not.
It's a heavy job, but someone's got to do it.
The sun's going down, and the forest is changing.
I can smell it in the air. That same metallic tang.
Just need to wash the day off.
The water's cold, but it helps me think.
Some things are just better left unseen.
I'll keep the secret, for all our sakes.
And so I keep walking. The Bitterroot keeps its secrets, and I'll keep mine.
I finally reached the edge of the woods.
Looking back, the forest seemed to hold its breath.
The secret I was carrying felt like a lead weight. My truck was waiting there in the gravel.
The silence was loud, just the crunch of my boots.
My hands were shaking, and I couldn't find my keys.
I just sat there for a while,
staring at the trees, trying to make sense of it all.
The truck smelled like old coffee in the woods.
The engine finally turned over.
I started the long drive back to the station.
My headlights were the only thing cutting through the dark.
I looked over at my radio.
It was dead silent, not a peep.
It felt like a relic from a life I didn't recognize anymore.
I finally pulled up to the station. Everything was dark and quiet.
I just sat there, looking at the place I've called home for years.
I stepped out into the cold night air.
The stars were bright, but I felt completely alone.
It was like I was the only person left on Earth.
I turned on the lamp, and the room felt a little warmer. I hung up my jacket and just let out a long breath. I was completely wiped out. I sat down at my desk and looked at the map.
My hand was hovering over that spot in the woods.
I knew what I had to do, but it wasn't going to be easy.
I marked it off as a sensitive zone.
That was it. The secret was buried in the files.
I felt a strange kind of peace, knowing it was safe.
I just sit there, staring at the wall.
Silence in here feels heavy, almost like the forest is pressing in on me.
I can't stop thinking about those eyes, that ancient, knowing look that saw right through me. I stand up and walk to the window, peering out into the dark. The trees are just silhouettes against the night sky, but I know what's hidden out there. I wonder if they're watching me right now, even from this distance. I turn away from the window and start pacing.
My boots click on the floorboards, and it sounds way too loud in here.
I'm trying to tell myself it was just a dream, but I know better. I stop at the counter and pour a glass of water.
My hand is steady, but my mind is just racing.
I keep thinking about those shadows, the way they moved, like they were part of the people themselves. I drink the water and set the glass down. Suddenly, I feel a cold shiver run down my spine. It's that same feeling I had in the valley, like something ancient is watching me. I walk back to the desk and sit down again. I pick up the map and stare at the area I marked. I know I can't go back, but I also know I can't forget what I saw. I reach out and touch the paper, tracing the mountain lines. I feel a strange connection to the land, a responsibility I never had before.
I'm the guardian of this secret now.
I lean back in my chair and close my eyes. I'm exhausted, but I know I won't sleep tonight. The images of the valley and the shadows are just too vivid, too real. I open my eyes and look at the radio on my desk. It's silent, but it's my only link to the outside world. I wonder if I should tell someone, but I know I can't. I turn off the lamp and the room goes dark. I sit in the quiet, just listening to my own breathing. I'm ready for whatever tomorrow brings, as the guardian of this secret. The morning light hits the cabin floor. I didn't get much sleep last night. That secret is still heavy on my mind.
Coffee's the only thing that helps.
I keep listening for that strange hum, but it's just the wind in the trees.
The air is cold this morning. I've got a job to do out there.
I have to make sure nobody finds us.
Everything's packed and ready to go. This radio is my only lifeline.
I hope I don't have to use it. The forest is quiet today.
I can feel them watching me.
Just keep walking, Elias.
This is where the boundary starts. Everything looks normal enough.
But I know better than that. I'll mark this as a restricted zone.
That should keep the hikers out. It's the only way to keep them safe.
Did I just see that? No, don't look, Elias.
Just keep moving.
They're letting me go. I'm not supposed to be here.
I'll never come back this way.
The sun is going down.
I'll keep their secret safe.
I'm the guardian of this place now. The sun's finally dipping below the peaks.
I just sit here, watching the shadows stretch out.
They feel like they're reaching for me, you know.
Time to lock up for the night. That bolt's the only thing between me and the dark.
Not that it'd really stop anything out there.
I keep trying to write it all down. But how do you put the impossible into words? If I write it, it makes it too real.
Just static. Always just static.
I keep hoping I'll hear something else.
Maybe a sign that I'm not crazy. It's better left in the dark. Some things aren't meant to be found. I'm just the one who has to make sure of that. Those eyes, they didn't hate me. They just knew. Like they'd been waiting for me to show up. I don't think I'm going to sleep much tonight. Every time I close my eyes, I'm back there. Back in that valley with the shadows.
Do you hear? It's not just the wind. It's the mountain calling out.
I'm not alone out here.
I never was.
And I never will be again. Just keep walking, Elias. Just keep walking.
The mountain's got it from here. The morning light hits the cabin floor. I wake up feeling every bit of my age.
The silence here isn't empty anymore. Coffee's the only thing that gets me moving.
I keep looking out at the tree line.
I wonder if they're still out there. The air is crisp and cold this morning. It smells like the forest, but there's something else.
That metallic tang is still lingering in my head.
Time to get back to work. I'm always scanning the edges of the trail now. I can't shake the feeling that I'm being watched. This is where I first saw the markers. Everything looks so normal now. But I know better than to trust my eyes. I'm not just a ranger anymore. I'm the one who has to keep this secret. It's a heavy burden to carry alone. The water is cold and clear. I need to wash this feeling away. I don't even recognize the guy looking back at me. I have to keep moving. The job doesn't stop just because I know the truth. I'm the guardian now, and I'm not gonna fail. The sun is going down again. The forest sounds different tonight. I finally understand my place in all of this. Time to write the report.
I'll tell them what they need to know.
The rest of it stays with me. I'm staring at this blank page and I just don't know where to start. If I write down what I really saw, they'll think I've finally lost my mind. I've got to be careful, or I'll lose everything I've built out here. I'll just call it a sensitive ecological zone that needs total protection. That way, no one will go poking around where they don't belong. It's a lie, but it's the only way to keep that place safe. There, it's done. The area is officially off limits now. I've managed to seal it off, but I can't shake this feeling in my butt. Some secrets are just too big to ever really be buried. Back out here again, just like every other day. But the woods feel different now, like they're watching me back. I keep my eyes on the trail, but my mind is still back in that valley.
Did I just see something move over there?
Probably just a trick of light, nothing more. I've got to stop letting my mind play these games with me. I'm not just a ranger anymore, am I? I'm the one keeping the secret, the one making sure it stays hidden. It's a heavy burden, but it's one I've got to carry.
Look at all this. It's so beautiful, but it's hiding so much.
I'm the only one who knows what's really out here. And I'm the only one who can keep it safe. Time to head back down. There's still work to be done. I've accepted my role now, and I'm not gonna back down. Some things are just better left unseen, and I'll make sure they stay that way.
Almost home. Another day, another secret kept.
I know I'm not alone out here. That's just fine. I'm the guardian, and I'm ready for whatever comes next. Home at last. It's quiet in here, and that's exactly how I like it. I've done my part, and I'll do it again tomorrow. Some things are just meant to stay hidden, and I'll make sure they do. The morning light hits the cabin just right. It's quiet out here, but my mind's still back in that valley. Gotta keep the routine going. If I stop, they'll start asking questions I can't answer. Same old woods, same old job. But now, I know what's really hiding in the deep timber. I'm just a ranger on patrol. That's what I tell myself anyway. Just a deer. My nerves are shot, that's all. Keep moving, Elias.
Don't look back, and don't give them the satisfaction.
I can still see his eyes.
Like he was looking right through me.
They've been here a lot longer than I have.
And they'll be here long after I'm gone. Time to head back. Another day, another secret kept. I'm the guardian now, and I'll keep this place hidden no matter what. The cabin feels different now. It's quiet, but it's heavy kind of quiet.
I just can't shake what I saw out there.
I sit down to write my report, but the words just won't come. How do you explain the impossible? I keep it simple. Just the facts about the trail getting. I leave out the parts that would get me locked away.
It's done.
I've sealed it off. Now I'm the one keeping this secret. Back to the grind. Everything looks the same, but it's not. I just keep walking. I can still feel them, like they're watching me from the trees. I just need to stay focused. This is my life now, protecting the forest from us.
And us from the forest.
It's so vast and so full of secrets. I'm just a small part of it. I don't look back. I just keep walking. Some things are better left unseen. I'll be here, watching over this place, keeping the secret safe. The silence out here is different now. It feels like the woods are holding their breath. I keep waiting for something to move in the dark. I reach for the radio, but what's the point? There's nobody out there who'd believe me anyway. I'm the only one who knows the truth. Sleep doesn't come easy these days. Every time I close my eyes, I'm back in that valley. I can still feel that hum in my bones. This map is the only thing keeping them out. I've marked it off, made it look like a dead zone. It's a lie, but it's a necessary one. I can still see that elder's eyes. They weren't angry, just ancient. I know I'm not welcome there anymore. My job's changed now. I'm not just protecting the forest from us. I'm protecting us from what's in there. Another day in the Bitterroot. The sun makes it look so normal. But I know what's hiding in the shadows. There it is again. Just a flicker, like smoke. I just keep walking like I don't see it. This place is beautiful, but it's got secrets. I'm the one who keeps them safe. I'll be here, watching over it all. Some places are just not meant to be found. Some truths are better left alone.
I'll just keep walking. I keep walking these ridges, checking the same old spots.
The forest feels different now, like it's holding its breath. Every time I reach the stream, I think about what I saw. It's like the water itself knows the secret.
There it is again, that flicker in the corner of my eye.
I just gotta look away and keep moving.
I'm the only one who knows what's really out here.
And that's a heavy burden to carry alone.
Dusk is when the forest really starts to talk.
You gotta be careful not to listen too closely.
There it is again, that sound. It's like the earth itself is humming a secret tune.
I know they're watching me, but it's not a threat.
It's just a reminder of how small I really am. This is my life now, guarding a secret I can't share. And I'll be here, watching over these woods, forever. Some places are just not meant to be found. And that's okay, because some truths are better left unseen.
I'm home now, but I'll be back out there tomorrow.
Because the forest needs a guardian, and I'm the one who's got to do it. I finally made it back to the cabin. The silence inside is almost as heavy as the woods outside. My hands won't stop shaking. It's like that metallic taste is still stuck in the back of my throat. How do you write down something that shouldn't exist? If I put it on paper, it makes it real, and I'm not sure I want that. I'll just call it a sensitive ecological zone. That should keep people away without asking too many questions. It's done.
Now, I'm the only one who knows the truth.
I can still feel them out there, watching, waiting. I need to get some sleep. If I can even manage that tonight. Just close your eyes, Elias. It's just a dream, right? What was that? It's probably just the wind. Just the wind. I'm the only one who can handle this. I'm the guardian of this place, and I'm not gonna let them in.
I didn't reach for my gun.
Whatever was out there, it wasn't looking for a fight. The air in the cabin felt heavy, like it was vibrating. My feet were silent on the floorboards. Every instinct told me to stay put, but I had to know what was out there. The door creaked open, shattering the silence. Outside, the forest was bathed in a pale, ghostly glow. I was being watched. I knew it. I stepped out onto the porch. There, by the old pine, I saw it. A wisp of darkness, moving on its own. This wasn't a trick of the light. It was the same thing I saw in the valley. I just stood there, frozen, watching it drift away. It vanished into the bark of the tree. I let out a long, shaky breath. The boundary between our worlds is thinner than I thought. I went back inside and locked the door. I didn't go back to bed. I sat at my desk and stared at the map. My duty has changed forever. I'm not just protecting the forest anymore. I'm protecting the secret. I folded the map and put it away. The cabin was quieted in, but the hum in my bones stayed with me. I laid back down as the sun started to rise. I finally found some peace. I'm the guardian of the Bitterroot, and that's enough.